Good evening and welcome to the campus of UW-Whitewater. I'm Jake Donoho and alongside me is my co-host, Evan Christman. We ask you to please excuse our momentary interruption of sports from your regular daily schedule. Let's get right into it. The sports industry is a business, and with a business comes money, decisions, and responsibilities. Salary caps in sports decides how much money a team can spend on how many players on the market. Which sport has the most insane salary cap? Evan, can you answer that question for me?
Yeah, in my opinion, I think MLB has the most insane salary cap as of right now. All the teams in the Major League Baseball can just spend whatever they want, and then along with that comes these teams that spend the most: Dodgers, Yankees, Red Sox, your well-known names around that league, and then other teams like Uprising, Royals, Guardians, teams like that are starting to make a jump in the salary cap because they're cutting their veterans and making room for these rookies who can increase their salary cap.
Definitely, I'm going to have to agree with you on that one. Baseball has definitely, especially in recent years, been very insane. Again, you got players like Giancarlo Stanton making $29 million a year. He originally started that contract with the Marlins and is now, of course, on the Yankees, still getting paid that much. And also players like Bryce Harper, I think just last year, I believe, signing for 13 years and $330 million. And we're going to get into another question. Which teams spend the most? And with these big market teams, do you think it's fair that they give these advantages to these big market teams just because they have the money?
Yeah, I definitely think it's not unfair. People just pay attention to these bigger name teams: Dodgers, Yankees, you name it. Dodgers can get anyone they want. They have these prospects coming in. Pirates can't. It's just a name based at this point. Your well-known names: Dodgers, Yankees, Red Sox. Like I keep saying, they are your big spenders, and then teams like the Pirates, Orioles, Marlins, Nationals even are starting to get in that category, are your less spenders.
Yeah, definitely. I think the main reason is that there's no salary cap in Major League Baseball, and however, there is a luxury tax on the teams that spend a lot more money. Now, the more money they spend, the higher luxury tax they have to spend, and it's I think it doesn't help everything, but it does even it out. It does eventually limit their spending. Although I would say it is somewhat unfair to the small market teams that have to rely more on the young players they bring up with their small rookie contracts and stuff like that. You take a look at the Cubs with Chris Bryant and stuff like that. Couldn't pay him when the big money needed to be done. And yeah. And our next question is, should salary caps even exist? Evan, what do you think?
I think they should. Salary cap should exist because teams would just buy out the market, and that wouldn't be fair to other teams. There's some big names out in the market, and these teams can just rack them in like it's nothing. And I think they should exist because it would be so unfair to these lesser-known teams because they want to get a good player, they want to get a good farm system going, but then again they can't because these teams are buying them all.
I'm going to have to respectfully disagree with you on that and take a hot take that salary caps should not exist. I'm looking and leaning the more side of baseball on this, although there is no salary cap. Baseball, in my eyes, is overall a game of luck. You have teams like the Nationals in 2019 beating the odds in the postseason when at the All-Star break they were below 500 and beating the Astros to win the World Series. Now, the Astros were a powerhouse of the team back then, and still are today with a lot of their players they have. And there are times when these small market teams break out and just start winning with only maybe one or two big name players, unlike the Dodgers. And I really feel that it's all part of the magic of baseball.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. These teams that can rework contracts of existing players as well, that is a big part in the salary cap, and it will continue to be as well.
Definitely. Next up, we will discuss what we think about present-day salaries. We'll be right back. Please excuse this commercial break.
We'd love to show you what it's like to be a Warhawk.
Come on!
aspires to be a Warhawk?
At UW Whitewater.
You belong here!
UWW-TV has been an important part of the campus and community since 1980.
Not only providing on-air learning opportunities for broadcast journalists and electronic media production students,
but educating and entertaining our audiences with award-winning news, live sports coverage, original programming,
as well as dedicating the mission to developing creative collaborations throughout campus.
For more information, visit our website, our 24/7 stream, and like us on Facebook.
Check us out because you gotta see what's on UWW-TV.
UW Whitewater Athletics, a relentless pursuit of excellence across 22 sports, powered by a tradition of success. 20 national championships, 17 since 2002. 61 individual national titles. 24 National Athletes of the Year. 616 All-Americans. 115 Conference Scholar Athletes of the Year. 1,500 community service hours annually. Be a part of the tradition and join the Warhawk family.
Here at UW Whitewater Intramural Sports, we have a motto: a sport for everyone and everyone in a sport.
Come on!
Stepped it anyways. Oh, she got that off, and they're gonna count it.
Had a blast. Always have fun at intramurals.
Every day we strive to go above and beyond that goal by providing healthy exercise, promoting leisure education, and giving students that competitive atmosphere they are looking for.
Yes! Yes!
It's exciting. Brings me back to those high school days with Friday Night Lights.
With our 25 different intramural sports offered, we guarantee that we have a sport for you. Go to our website and find your sport today.
At the University Bookstore, we have an excellent selection of competitively priced books and classroom necessities for students. We have Warhawk gear ranging from athletic apparel to comfy sweatshirts the whole family can enjoy. The textbook rental service is also available for students to check out their required readings for class. You can also find and order books, apparel, and gift items from our online catalog, located at uwwhitewaterbookstore.com. The University Bookstore, we provide for your college experiences.
Welcome to Jitters Coffee House. Located on the first floor of the Wells Towers, Jitters is a student-run coffee lounge and offers a variety of coffee and ice cream-based drinks and is home to many entertaining programs, including live music, gamer trivia nights, and other performances. Coordinate your activity by emailing jitters@uww.edu. Jitters is completely run by volunteers who can earn service hours and even receive a free drink during their shift. Stop in tonight at Jitters Coffee House, where fun events and community come together.
Welcome back to Please Excuse Our Momentary Interruption of Sports from Your Regular Daily Schedule. The progression of athlete salaries has grown immensely through the decades. Even the greatest athletes of all time have made thousands of dollars, which would definitely translate to millions today based on their talents. So that brings us into our first question. Are present-day salaries insane? Evan?
I could give one good example of this. Dak Prescott just signed a $107.5 million contract with the Cowboys. Came out of Mississippi State. Very good quarterback at Mississippi State. I don't think it's that much. I mean, obviously $107.5 million is a lot of money, but it's a good contract for him because the Cowboys are expected to be good year after year after year, and they're making a name for themselves, and that gives players more of this contract money.
Yes, definitely. I believe present-day salaries are quite high, but it's because of the content demand for more money from players. I mean, the other players in the league see people like Bryce Harper getting $330 million, and they think that they deserve that too, if not more. And as long as the teams think they can afford it, I don't see why it should be stopped. And we're going to have another question here. What do you think is a fair salary, Evan?
I think it could range. I mean, there's tons of different salaries out there, from sports to work to you name it. It just depends, and it doesn't depend who. I mean, it depends on the talent for sure. Like you said, Bryce Harper getting $330 million, and then other people think they deserve it. It just depends on the talent, I would say.
Yes, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that as well. Fair salary all depends on the player receiving the money, but overall it isn't fair. But players who perform well and lead their team to success should reap most of the benefits. And that's going to lead us into our next question. Rookie salaries, should they be a lot or should they stay low to pay your dues somewhat? Evan?
Honestly, just like I said, it depends on the talent. Some rookies are good, some rookies are bad. I mean, Dak Prescott signed with the Cowboys, comes out of Mississippi State, signs a decent contract, and works his way up to get that bigger salary as his years with the Cowboys go on. So honestly, it could go either way.
I feel that rookie contracts should all stay around the same within the first few years of a player's career, because I feel that they need to prove themselves that they can perform at that level and stay and have success at that level. Once they show that they can perform, then the money comes into play. And we're going to move into some quick fire questions here. How much is too much? And Evan, I'm going to give you a few contract examples, and you're going to tell me if they are too much or just right or too low. We're going to start with Bryce Harper with 13 years and $330 million.
I would think it's just about right. I mean, Harper's doing most of the damage in the MLB. I think it's just right.
And we're gonna have a commercial break here really quickly. Next up, we will discuss our opinions on about athlete brand deals. After that, we will discuss if college athletes should be paid. Please excuse this commercial break.
Matt checking in to see how Sam is doing on his project, and it's getting close to exporting now, the final step in the process. And it is complete, and Sam is hyped. Finally gets complete and spikes the ball into the end zone. Sam's celebrating with his colleagues, and they throw a flag on the play. The ref's going to call excessive celebration. Sam is in disbelief and can't believe it. He tries to dispute the call, but the ref is not having any of it.
UW Whitewater Athletics, a relentless pursuit of excellence across 22 sports, powered by a tradition of success. 20 national championships, 17 since 2002. 61 individual national titles. 24 National Athletes of the Year. 616 All-Americans. 115 Conference Scholar Athletes of the Year. 1,500 community service hours annually. Be a part of the tradition and join the Warhawk family.
As an Army ROTC cadet at Whitewater, you have the opportunity to develop into a great leader while learning and applying the Army values to your everyday life. Within ROTC, you have the chance to travel overseas in the CULP program to train with other militaries, attend many elite Army schools such as Airborne and Combat Diver, and you have the opportunity to attend conferences and guest lectures by some of the Army's top-ranking officers. Our Warhawk cadets participate in many extracurricular activities, Division III sports, Greek life, intramural sports, among many other team building and community service events. Being a cadet at Whitewater is more than just being part of the Army. It's also about being active members in our community and coming together to form a family atmosphere. Anyone who wants to be a part of something bigger than themselves while developing themselves professionally should consider UW Whitewater ROTC. To sign up for UW Whitewater ROTC, go to the 4th floor of McCutcheon Hall to room 417.
Welcome back to Please Excuse Our Momentary Interruption of Sports from your regular daily schedule. Athletes are starting to market themselves by doing brand deals to separate themselves as being just an athlete. It's a different way for fans to support the athlete through the product they are featured or associated with. And Evan, that leads us into our first question. How are brand deals beneficial to the sport? Are they even?
Yeah, I definitely think they're very beneficial. They can get money through different companies, different organizations, and it doesn't matter what sport. I think there's a couple tennis NIL deals going on out there, basketball, football, you hear about those all the time. So I definitely think they're very beneficial.
Definitely, I'm going to have to agree with you on that one. They are beneficial because it gets the player's name and the sport's name out there. It brings more popularity and talk to sports, making the economy of athletics and the sports team overall more healthy. And then another question, what limits should an athlete have on the brand deal? And should they be able to do anything on the market that they please?
I think they should do what fits them right. Steph Curry, LeBron James have been doing shoes. I think that fits them well. I mean, they're a basketball player. You need shoes to play basketball. But I feel like they should be able to do anything, but I think it's what they like the most.
I feel they should be able to do anything on the market as well because they're in charge of themselves. Yes, they play a sport, but that shouldn't stop them from venturing to other endeavors. They're athletes for a limited time, and I feel like they should try to make all the money they can in that time period because when it's over, the deals might stop coming in. And one thing I think is, what is the best type of brand deal that an athlete can have?
The best brand deal, in my opinion, would probably be just what they like. Shoes are starting to get overrated, in my opinion. It's like shoe deal after shoe deal, and it's like it's getting annoying. It's getting boring. So players need to start getting out there more. Sports drink could be one that is on the uprise for sure. And then Rory McIlroy, a golfer, in my opinion, has the best brand deal. He signed 3. He signed with TaylorMade in 2017. He signed with Omega and Upper Deck, which is a trading card company. So he has all these brand deals, and he's raking in money and supporting these organizations.
Definitely. I think for me, the best kind of brand deal is going to be clothing overall. The shoe deals are really awesome. I'm going to have to respectfully disagree with you on that. Just having your own shoe, being able to design your own shoe is something really cool. And to me, the sports drink, personally, is a little bit overrated because it's just a drink. It's very limited time. Usually they don't last on the market and anything like that. And shoe deals really are also big incentives to make money with. Not only that, but you literally get to design your own mass-marketed shoe, which is really awesome. And next up, we're going to discuss if college athletes should be paid or not. We'll be right back.
What does it mean to be a Warhawk?
It means allowing myself to dream big and think outside the box.
Pushing the limits of what I think is possible.
Seeing ideas through from start to finish.
Collaborating with professors and peers.
And seizing opportunities in the community to put my knowledge to use.
I'm studying abroad.
Learning another language.
And listening to the stories of others.
I'm making lifelong friends and fearlessly sharing my gifts with the world.
As a Warhawk, I stay balanced,
take great care of myself,
and get out of my comfort zone.
I refuse to let the past determine my future.
And I'm taking confident steps in the direction of my dreams.
Sometimes it doesn't make sense.
And other times it couldn't be more exciting.
But I will keep my goals in mind and never quit.
Because
That's the Warhawk way.
Turn us on. Flip them off. 91.7 WSUW. Be there. 91.7 is a student-run radio station serving the Whitewater area with a variety of original programs, live sports broadcasting, community events, and more. So turn us on. 91.7 FM. Or stream us live at 917theedge.com.
UW Whitewater Athletics, a relentless pursuit of excellence across 22 sports, powered by a tradition of success. 20 national championships, 17 since 2002. 61 individual national titles. 24 National Athletes of the Year. 616 All-Americans. 115 Conference Scholar Athletes of the Year. 1,500 community service hours annually. Be a part of the tradition and join the Warhawk family.
Welcome to the University Bookstore. The University Bookstore provides students with the opportunity to purchase apparel, gift items, textbooks, snacks, supplies, and other necessities right here on campus. The bookstore is also home to textbook rental, where you can find many of your required textbooks. Our friendly staff always goes the extra mile to provide customers with a quick and pleasant experience. Visit the bookstore today to find great deals on everything you need to succeed as a Warhawk.
There is a lot of debate behind this next topic. Should college athletes be paid? Do D1 athletes get paid the same as D3 athletes? And should it depend on the sport? Evan?
I definitely think that college athletes should be paid. It's about time. Division III athletes in sports, I think they should be paid. Division I athletes are doing all these NIL deals, signing with companies. D3 athletes should be able to do the same and get paid for it as well.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that. The college athletes should be paid the amount of money that comes into the NCAA with marketing and stuff like that. I think they should get a little bit of that. And now I don't think that D1 athletes should get paid the same as D3 athletes, because in sports, your rewards are only good as your talent. And it's a hard pill to swallow for some people, but it's just the way it is within that area of profession. It shouldn't depend on the sport, but it does of what people tend to watch in the most popular sports that get the money. And our next question is, should athletes do brand deals? College athletes, excuse me. And should the money go back to the team? Evan?
I think they should be able to do college athletes for NIL deals. You got these big universities, Ohio State, Notre Dame, UCLA, USC, doing all these brand deals, and D3 athletes are sitting here like, why can't this be us? And Division II athletes for that matter. But I think they should, and the money should go back to the team. That could go either way, yes or no. Spend it for yourselves, give it back to the team. Do whatever, I guess, in my opinion.
Personally, I don't think college athletes should do brand deals because I don't feel they deserve it yet. They are still, when you're a college athlete, you're still in the preparation stage for their full potential of being a professional athlete, and they need to work to get those deals. And our next question is, are college athletes an athlete or student first?
I would say student comes first, definitely. Even though they want to be a star athlete on the field, student always comes first. You got to get the good grades to get more playing time. Let's take, for example, a star QB who would opt for the draft. He would have to get those grades to get that talent to go to a good team. So it's not just, oh, hey, I play good, I do this, I do that. You got to get the grades in the classroom, and then you can get your playing time and get all that. That's just another building block for what's to come.
In my opinion, it should be student first, but we know that that's not always the way it is with a lot of these D1 guys who know that they're going to be drafted. I feel it should be this way because when one is a college athlete, everything is guaranteed but staying where you're at. And let's say a #1 pick in the draft breaks his leg and can't play again a month before he's due to be drafted and didn't finish his degree or go to class ever. What will he do now that he can't play football? When you're a college athlete, it's all about backup plans because everything isn't guaranteed at all. And that will do it for us tonight. Thank you for watching, and tune in next time to hear more hot takes all around the world of sports. This has been, please excuse our momentary interruption of sports from your regular daily schedule on UWW TV.